Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Thursday night. Lori's here. How's it going? Shen Valley Mama. Kelly, how's it going? Kathy should be down in just a moment. Let me get a little sound to break the silence. How you guys doing? Down. There we go. There we go. Can't forget to ask about your Buc-ee's experience. It was good. It was good. It was a long drive from where we're at, but I don't know if it was worth the drive. But it was interesting. It's the most people I've ever seen in a gas station ever. I wonder if Kathy knows it's 7 o'clock. I haven't seen her in like 20 minutes. Gas was super cheap there. It was like 50, 60 cents cheaper than where we have it here by our house. She's trying to start a load of laundry. So I think we're both going to be doing some listings tonight. I'm going to try to, at least. Haven't listed anything in months for myself. On eBay, at least. We did not try the fudge. We did not. It did look and smell good. It did. Let's see, we got we got some I think walnuts, pecans, maybe some roasted nuts. Kathy got some chocolate covered cashews. We got a couple like chocolate bars. The kids got some gummy bears and stuff like that. Oh, I hear Kathy. Lots of snacks. That's what we got. Cheap gas and snacks. She's got some with her right now.
I do.
I don't like those anyway. Maya, hello. Just everybody saying hi. You missed all the introductions. You put your microphone.
Nope.
Okay. Kathy likes this. What is it called?
I don't know how you say it. Is it even in the...
No.
Where do I put it here?
The chamois peach rings. Weirdo.
Did you eat all the rest of my stuff?
Yeah. Once you gave me the green light, they were gone. So yeah, we're gonna. You got stuff photographed?
I've been having stuff drafted.
Drafted. Go get some listings. I will be impressed with myself if I get 3 listings up. Reese just sighed. Are you okay? You don't think I'm gonna get 3 up? Oh.
I also got my chocolate bar thing. Because I knew you ate my other chocolate. Ew. Looks like a... Ew. Okay, I don't have this.
Chocolate everywhere. Oh. They have so many yummy snacks, and I love their home decor section. Let's see. We got Connor a hoodie. A Bucky's hoodie. Hoodie. Hey, Reese. Don't be trying to get no chocolate. And we got some like croc offs. Bucky's Crocs, but I don't know, they kind of rub his foot a little weird. But they're super soft. Will you believe in me? You probably shouldn't. Lori says, Kathy, I believe you have said you do not do calculated shipping. How do you determine the shipping costs? What happens when the item is going somewhere closer to you?
I just charge a flat amount, and I usually make a little bit of profit off of it, I guess.
On those ones that are close?
I mean, yeah, but the way I see it is it just kind of all evens out from the ones that are far, the ones that are close. Plus, I like count my shipping supplies in there, kind of.
Yeah.
Like a poly mailer and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
overall, you're
I'm
breaking
not like overcharged.
even.
Like, if anything, I might make $1 whole. You know.
So Lori, basically, to get the cost, she just has in her mind, she knows at this point how much it generally costs for like shoes that are between 1 and 2 pounds. She knows how much that's going to be and what she's basically going to ship it in as she lists it. Say it's like $8.99 or whatever. And then whenever it's purchased, and she buys the label, if it's $10.50 because it's going to, I don't know, New York or something, then she just kind of eats that cost. But if it's going to Indiana or something, or I don't know what's close, Arizona, Arkansas, some closer states to us, then it's like $6.50 or $7, and it all just kind of evens out in the long run. That's how she does it generally. So she's got all these. She's basically got this spreadsheet in her head that she knows. Okay, this is between this and this, and it's going to be this much. So.
Yeah. Okay. I can be ready.
Maya says, I technically do flat rate, but what I do is I have a rate table for each weight class, and then it has rates for each zone. Yep. You want me to go to yours?
Sure.
Alrighty.
Are you putting your stuff on
I
the
will.
screen, or-
I just haven't. I need to photograph something.
Spicy.
Lori says, I'm on the East Coast, so I hesitate to do a flat rate in case I ship to the West Coast. Yeah, I do think, I do think a lot of that reason why Kathy is able to do it that way so evenly is because we are pretty central. We're Colorado, so.
And I always think of like, what's the worst, which is Guam and Hawaii and stuff, which even still is only like for 2 pounds, it's like 10 or $11, and I charge $9 for like a 2 pound.
So yeah, in your case, being on the East Coast, you might very well be better off doing like a calculated shipping. That way, if you're selling a lot to California, then the buyer understands what they're paying, and it's, it would make more sense. I think what do you have to do differently with calculated shipping? You basically have to put in the weight and all that.
I think so, yeah.
Ahead of time. But you generally know the numbers that you should be putting in there.
I guess.
It probably wouldn't be that hard for you to shift to, but it's like, it's not broke for you, so why change? What's up with that website? Oh, is that list perfectly?
No.
Huh. Jenny, hi. What's up? It took a couple hours to set this up initially, but I barely ever lose out on shipping. So you're in Maryland and you're able to do it that way? For items that fit in a flat rate envelope, I do $8.99 flat rate for the whole country. Yeah. Yeah, you could basically set up your own shipping preferences the way Maya's talking about here. Yeah, and Lori, there is a way to get an estimate from USPS. If you just go to like USPS.com postage calculator, you could put in like your zip code and then like a zip, like California zip code, and kind of estimate how much like a 1 pound package is, you know, cost wise. And if you're selling a lot of similar things, that's where it really helps out, is if you know, okay, I sell a lot of t-shirts, they're all going to be in a poly mailer this size, and they're all going to be, you know, under this pound. Or if it's over that pound, then you could bump it up to a flat rate or whatever. The rate tables on eBay lets you put the costs for each region's states. So it look up zones for postage. I use the zone map on Pirate Ship. There you go. Kelly's got Pirate Ship 2. The good thing about using those tables is you get the generic categories, standard shipping, economy shipping, etc. So you could choose whichever carrier you want. As the buyer, is that what you're talking about? The buyer can choose, or you choose when you're listing. Laura, hello. Are you two having any more children? I see you have 2 boys. I have 4 daughters, and the last was a boy. So 5 is the magic number. No more kids in the plan. Five. Oops. That's awesome, though. I was one of 6 kids.
I was an only child.
Did the music go away? There we go. Music stopped. No, I mean the seller could choose which carrier they want. Yeah, I got you. As long as the delivery date is within the estimate, so you won't have a buyer getting mad. They wanted to ship to USPS and you ship UPS. Good to know. Jenny says, I broke the spreadsheet. Will you help me fix it, please? It's not calculating day active of net sales on the main page. Day active. Okay. If you want, Jenny, if you want to share that spreadsheet, I can hop in there and fix it for you. Sounds like something got a little messed up that it would be hard for me to probably do over the microphone without seeing it. But if you're willing to share it to me, you can press the share button on your spreadsheet and add resellerspreadsheet@gmail.com. I was going to type it, but just resellerspreadsheet@gmail.com. And then I can hop in there while we're doing this. Basically, it isn't going to specify a carrier within your listing, so you get to choose. All right, well, while we're waiting, if you share that, let me clear a little space here so I can take some photos. Linda. Hey, Linda. 34 watching, only 8 likes. Please hit the like. Thanks, Linda. Hello. What?
I'm just breathing.
What in the world? I don't know if this comes with this game. There's a video game here with this ticket. Enter for a video game topless dance. Like,
What's a kid's game or what?
well, it's not a kid's game, but it's. I hope they don't want to ask if that code works. I don't know. How do I know if it's been sent? I can check. Yep, I received it. So I'll hop in there. All right, so you were saying the days active and net sales. So, Jenny, what it seems like happened is some formulas that were in the that are supposed to go in the row 2 are no longer there. So something must have got shifted out of the way. Should be an easy fix though. Okay, 72. Okay. All right, almost done. Debbie, hi. Debbie Russo says, hi guys, I hit the like, thanks. Ashley, hello. Sorry, I'm almost done with this. And then I'll be able to get caught back up with the chat. Here we go. Make sure I got all of the formulas. All right. Junk Monkey, what's up, man? How you doing? All right, Jenny, got you back up and running. So I think what happened is maybe you were copying some cells or some lines of data, or you deleted one. The very top, line 2, you'll notice in all of those columns that messed up, you'll notice there is a formula in the very top, just row 2 of those items. like in the net profit and stuff. And that's an array formula, and that formula is used for all of the cells below it. And so if that formula gets out of place, it messes up the dashboard, as you kind of saw. So it's important to leave your that item, the second row, kind of there. But other than that, it should be fine. It looks like it all went back up to normal. So Mandy's here. I saw you messaged a little bit early and said, "Am I crazy?" I thought you had me going. I was like, "Oh dang, did I put the wrong time?" But good to see you. Glad you made it.
Speaking of, I haven't made any stories all day today, so we should make one right now.
Make a story. And Rob's here. Welcome in. Have you tried to get your negative feedback removed? This is from Maya. I saw some videos saying eBay was going to revamp the feedback removal tool.
Oh yeah, I saw that today.
They heard our cries.
Should we say what I wanted to talk about today?
Yeah,
another new bad feedback today.
We're so good at getting feedback removed that we got another bad one.
I'm trying to find this live so I could put the. How is it? I can't find it.
Julie, hello.
How do I find our own live? Is this it? No.
Is it not there?
I mean, it's not letting me click on it. I need to get the code.
That is it. You need the website?
Yeah, just like the link.
Okay, it's copied.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much. So yeah, got another negative feedback. I guess whenever you're ready to talk about that one.
So I'm quitting.
No.
I give up.
She's not quitting.
Well, I'm about to be not married because if I respond to these comments, Chris is gonna divorce me.
That's exactly what I said, right? Or I said, it's your eBay store. You can do whatever you want.
AKA.
What? That's exactly what it means. I'm not going to tell you no, you can't do that with your own thing.
So we need to put a poll.
Should I do a poll?
Well, yeah, I don't have it up. Put a poll.
All right.
Do you respond? What should it say? Do you respond to the bad feedback or not?
Is responding.
Don't make it it's a yes or a no.
Is responding beneficial? Or I guess it's hard to.
I mean, we could also discuss it out loud. I just am
How about
curious.
Do you,
yeah,
you person out there,
not what do you think I should do for me, but
respond to all your, should I say all your negative feedback on eBay? Poll is up. Let us know. What do you do? And then we'll obviously discuss some pros and cons and feelings. It's the feeling hour. My desk is not big enough. Okay. Maybe I should rephrase it. if you had a negative feedback.
Hey, did he say I'm 100%
Rob
positive?
says, I don't have any. Knock on wood.
Lucky.
I know you didn't say that in a sarcastic way, Rob. Just... Wow. This disc is very reflective. It's like showing everything. So far, it's pretty split.
I figured. What would you have figured? Would you have figured everyone knows
No.
you shouldn't respond to your bad feedback?
I mean, I know what my opinion is. I don't think it's the opinion of the
Most?
majority.
The best opinion.
It should be, but
Mm-hmm.
my opinion is the only one that matters. Just kidding.
You're also the guy that would be like, oh, I'm so sorry you don't like that I did everything correctly. I will give you a full refund if you promise you'll take the feedback away. You would literally give someone a refund even if you did nothing wrong,
mean, it
just
depends.
in the just for
wouldn't-
them to
I
take off
wouldn't-
the feedback.
I wouldn't go like do that with selling a house, but if it was like a $5 pair of shoes or something, I probably would. Plus, the buyer had already been messaging me and refusing to open a return. Jenny says thank them for the feedback and move on. Thanks for the negative feedback. Douche. Bye. No. Maya says I would respond to negatives, but probably not neutrals.
Which is funny. I think I responded to my neutrals. Let's see. Chris wouldn't not like that either.
My personal opinion is that it literally does nothing. It's
But it at least like shows that you read your feedback and like,
I don't know. It does
okay,
show.
did these
It does
seem
show.
rude? What I say back?
But like when I like if I saw a business like a Google listing and it's got low or like 4 out of 5 stars and I go, oh wow, that's pretty low. So then I go in and check the reviews.
It's funny that 4 out of 5 stars is considered.
Well,
low.
I'm not saying it's pretty low, but it's enough for me to go and start checking things, right? Like, okay, so why aren't you a 5-star place? So then I go in, and if I see that every one of the negative comments is responded to by a buyer, by the owner or something, it seems desperate to me. Just because it's not like it's not. Can you respond to good feedback?
I think so. Should I
Right.
respond to 3,000 good
I
feedbacks?
mean, to me, it's like it's showing me as a potential customer that you're spending more of your effort on the people that don't like you. I
or
don't know.
that you're saying what they're saying is not true. Like you're not what the positive feedbacks you believe are true.
I mean, I understand what you think it does, but I just don't know. I know what I think when I look at people responding to negative feedback.
All right, let's see my neutrals. Someone said, shoes are very narrow. This was not stated on the advertisement. And I replied, shoes were a standard width, so it would not have made sense to note that they were narrow as that is subjective. Thanks for your purchase. I mean, what?
Right,
that
but
doesn't
it's-
make any sense. Like,
I know.
people can rate you
I
for
know.
that, but like, why would I say they're narrow if they're not narrow? Like, that's such a... That's the negative feedback I got today too. Basically, I didn't state that there's something about the shoes that how could I have possibly known? Anyways, I didn't respond to this one. Oh, they just didn't get their item because they put the wrong address. You're bad. The shoes were packaged tight. Oh, this was that Dansko lady. She just wanted to keep these or resell them for more because she had the exact same pair in her store for over $100. She already asked me for a deal on them at $29. And I was like, okay. And then, tries to get another partial refund after she got them. So, no, I did offer her a full refund. But, she didn't want that. So, like, do you think it's silly that, like, to me, what she's saying is not true. So, I'm just stating the truth.
I don't think it's silly. I don't know. I think it's pointless.
I know that you think that, but if you just read her comment, you would think I was a crappy seller. The shoes were packaged tightly in a bag without any padding. They were a padded flat rate, by the way. Okay, that's padded at least a little bit. And one of them got squished. Seller did not respond to multiple requests. That's not true. For a partial shipping refund, that she never asked for that, to make up for the damages. Otherwise, shoes were very beautiful and arrived quickly and a fair price. So if you read that, you would be like, dang, that seller's rude. If I have a problem, she's not going to... But I responded to let people know I absolutely will respond to you if you message me.
I think as a buyer, if I saw your account where how many of your ratings, like look at your 5 stars, this person knows how to ship. Let's look at the good feedback, right? Like, okay, fast, great shipping. You have one negative shipping. It's probably the person who left the bad feedback was probably somebody that could never be pleased no matter what. Considering all of your good feedback is saying the exact opposite.
You're someone that's not yourself reading.
Rob says, I live in constant fear of my first. Been doing this for over 20 years.
Now I'm just like, whatever. I told Chris, I was like, I've got another one.
Floodgates are open.
3 in 1 week after 6 years of eBay.
It's bound to happen someday. I mean, they go off after a year, right?
By the time, it looks like I have 5 neutrals, but only 3 show up right now.
It's not like, do you have to have a good enough feedback rating to keep selling? Can you get enough bad feedback to get kicked off of eBay?
Very narrow.
Maya says, LOL, it looks like my message got deleted.
For items that are used and high price, I wish returns have been an option. Well, you knew they weren't before you bought them. You're bad.
Right.
That's the thing that bothers me. Even the lady that left the one today. These have no... Look at my listing first off. These have no size labeling. That is true. Rainbow brown leather arch flip-flop thong sandals. Women's. C measurement. I mean...
Where's your measurement?
In the freaking photos. Did she just buy them thinking they would fit her? Like... So what was her comment again? I mean, like, I did the absolute best I could possibly do. I did not say a guesstimated size or anything at all. And I've also sold many Rainbow flip-flops unsized just like this with no issues.
Yeah.
Rainbow has a perfectly nice measure size chart on their site. And also, I would assume anyone buying these already owns a pair and then would just measure the same way I did to see if it fits them. But what do I know? These have no size labeling. Seller took measurement. She failed to explain that rainbows measure larger from toe to heel than the size they're sold as. What would me have measured? I didn't even say what size I thought they were. So what would that have done? I requested a return based on this fact. She did request a return, but she put it in that they don't fit. And I don't care if they don't fit her. Because I don't accept returns. And I put every possible thing I could put in for her to know if they were going to fit her or not. In 2 to 3 minutes, my request was closed. Also, I thought like they couldn't leave a feedback if they opened a return because I've declined so many returns and nobody's ever left a bad feedback. So I was just like, oh, maybe they can't. I guess they can. If I were selling unlabeled merchandise, I would have included helpful info. Like, what other helpful info? I have no idea what size these will fit. You will need to grab a measuring tape and do exactly what I did to see if your current size will fit. Like, what would I have said? Anyways. Clearly it wasn't about good customer service. That's true. I'm not trying to provide the best customer service. I'm just trying to sell used goods at a fair price, which I did. It was only about the money. I guess that's true. So I shouldn't respond because it's absolutely true what she says.
I mean, we don't sell stuff for the sole purpose of being good customer service people.
Right.
Right.
And like, okay, I could have accepted her return and she would have been on the hook for the shipping back to me, which, I mean, I don't know how she would have to ship on her own, so whatever that cost her. But then I would refund her less the $7. So at the very most, she would have got like $21 back, minus what she already would then have spent to ship it back to me. It's just crazy to me that people are willing to do that.
I got an unfair neutral lately and didn't bother removal. I got Shen Valley Mama agrees with me. No.
Right.
Maya
Banished from the channel.
Maya says, I guess I see what you're saying, but when I look at a seller's response to the negatives, it helps me gauge if a seller is a reasonable person or not based on their response. That makes sense. The ones where they say they will contact you because it was bad service or whatever, I know they never contacted that person. It's just to look better. People looking at reviews.
Right. To me, that's why I'm like, if they're lying, I'm going to at least say the truth in there.
Maya says, I saw one seller who had 96% and I looked at his negatives. He responded to everyone, calling the buyers trailer trash and insulting them.
Yeah, see, that is like, okay. Does it seem like that's how I'm trying to be when I respond with the truth?
Shen's like, oh no, I'm banished. Kelly says, I would start any response with, I'm sorry to hear that you are not satisfied. You're not admitting they are wrong, but showing sympathy goes a long way towards customer service. I'm not sorry that they are not satisfied. I'm sorry your expectations were overblown and
I'm just gonna buy a pair of rainbow shoes and they're just gonna fit me.
I'm just being a little facetious, but I'm sorry your unnecessary expectations were not good enough, were not met. There's a book called A Complaint is a Gift. The idea is that a complaint is an opportunity to listen to customers' concerns and make necessary adjustments in the future.
Right, and so like think about
Which I understand
those
that.
rainbow sandals. Yeah, I'm willing to listen to her concern. I just don't literally know what I could have possibly done differently. Like, other than not sell the item.
Kathy, you could try to get the one removed that mentions partial refund. Did one mention partial refund?
I mean, I don't worry about the like.
Oh, is that a neutral?
Neutrals, because it still says 100 when you just have those.
Also, those might be past the time.
I think one time we tried to, and it was just past.
I would never respond to the buyer in a bad review, but I would respond with facts about the situation because that buyer doesn't matter anymore. You want the potential buyers to see your side. I don't know. I feel like most people, and especially the people that I want buying from me, are reasonable people. And if they see 3,000 positive feedbacks, all saying great shipping, item better than described, all the positive things, about the items, love them, great, blah, blah, blah. And then 1 or 2 bad feedbacks of this was shipped like in a garbage bag, or this was blah, blah, blah. I would hope and I would want to sell more to the people that believe the positive and can see through the negative and understand that, okay, that person can never be satisfied. And then also, like, yeah, I mean, I feel like when you have to, not when you have to, but when you're trying to make your case, or, you know, go say something other than what the negative says, then it's like, it does seem a little desperate to me. And it seems like, to me personally, and this is probably not what everybody else feels, but yeah, I don't like it when somebody focuses too narrowly on the negative things about their business, because they should be focusing on the better things. And like, yeah, if something really happened, you know, learn from your negative feedback, but I don't know. That's just me.
Says the dude with no feedback.
I says the dude with no feedback. Exactly. By thanking them for their feedback, they know their complaint has been heard. Never say you're sorry when you did nothing wrong. Saying sorry, even if it's with to hear, or that you feel that way, you still sound like you did something wrong. I kind of agree a little bit with that. I don't like to use, like, I'm sorry you feel that way, or, because to me, I don't like when people say that to me, because it sounds
like they're being
condescending, or I'm sorry you know. Even if you're like trying to sympathize, to me it feels like the opposite. So I don't like to do it. If I did make a mistake, I will definitely be like, I'm so sorry. But if, you know, if I feel like, or if it wasn't because of our mistake or my mistake or anything, I'm like, I'm not gonna put the words "I'm sorry" in that post.
Speaking of, did you check the USPS claim if it paid for that one or not?
Have you gone to the PO box lately?
No, I still need to refund this. Oh yeah, and then I got another, like, a return where she's lied. So it's been a great week, guys. I mean, this was like a, I don't know, a $9 or $11 like sweater, but she like put in a return, said it doesn't match photos. She sent a picture of my sweater still in the plastic bag that I sent it in, the clear plastics, with my thank you sticker. You could tell she didn't open it because the thank you sticker would have had to been broken. So she literally just opened the baggage, took a picture of it, opened a return falsely, and yeah. So annoying. And accepting returns would not have changed it, because she still would have done that because she did not want to pay the return shipping.
The UFO shoes is still under review. I don't know if under review means that.
And they haven't tracked anymore, have they? Haven't checked.
Nope. Still says in transit.
Ooh.
LOL, this person said it's an expensive item and it's $21. I mean, I understand like not being happy with a $21 item.
Right.
But also like how long has she been buying on eBay?
I feel like she had a bunch of feedback.
If you have a bunch of feedback, there's a point where you have to like understand that like if you're buying something with no returns, you can't be mad when you want to return it. You're taking that on when you deal the purchase. I feel like they should not be able to leave bad feedback about, oh, I didn't get to take a return.
For at least 18 years on eBay.
At least. So she's been around the block. So like, I feel like eBay should automatically remove feedback if it's related to like when you buy something and there's no returns, you are agreeing to not being able to return it for those reasons.
Do you like see where they leave feedbacks for other people?
Is that theirs?
Yeah. So like these are what people left for her.
She might not have it to where you can see it. I feel like you'd be able to click in there. Or go back and then go to see all feedback at the bottom.
But isn't that just what other people left her?
And then you see the 4 tabs there, left for others.
Oh. Mostly positive.
She's just not happy the last couple times. Thank you doesn't have to be anything but that. Thank you. Our kids are fighting.
I'm reading this one under. So this person must have gave her a return label, but she's saying the return label enlarged is too small to read, which sounds like a personal problem.
If you did the best you could, and you always do, it's her problem, not yours. Just say thank you.
I mean, she doesn't leave a ton of bad feedback, but I'm only on page 2, and she's already has 3 plus some like neutrals. So yeah, that's to me like I've never left that many bad feedbacks in my life. So.
I agree, Shin Valley Mama. I could make future buyers more at ease, seeing you're a reasonable seller, responsive and not rude. Kelly says, I had an INAD return for a CD that he said had scratches on it, and when I got it back, it never was opened.
It's like so rude.
Yeah. Debbie, who's supported us a lot, has said, everything I get and the things I get for others we are all pleased. Yeah. Thank you. Glad you haven't had to feel like you've had to leave a negative feedback or anything like that.
I mean, if y'all do, I'm gonna block you, but I literally am gonna block anyone who leaves me a negative feedback. Even if I deserve it.
So did you try the automatic removal tool already?
No. Did that just come out? I saw a post
Is there an
about it
automatic
today,
removal
so.
tool? It's not looking good. Me getting 3 items listed.
But at least we know your take on negative reviews. Good thing you're never gonna
I will never get one, that's for sure.
You're such a good seller. You actually have to list items to get reviews.
Oh my gosh. You are so funny.
I know I am funny. That's why however many people are watching, like 3 now, they're like, oh my gosh, she's complaining too much.
Nah. I think more people sided with... Let me see. What's the poll? Let me end the poll. Um, 18 votes. Do you respond to all your negative feedback on eBay? Yes, 44%. No, 55%. So is there, how do you find the automatic removal tool? You also have a payment dispute right now?
I do. Oh, well, that's just when people lie and say they like don't recognize the charge, but whenever it goes through,
You don't need to do anything?
right, like they'll probably get their money back from their bank, but I don't lose my money, so it's just annoying.
Just a waiting decision?
Yeah.
It's under help?
Literally every time I've had one though, that's like a little beanie. It was probably like $12 total with
$12.99.
shipping. Like every time it's such a small charge.
How do people not recognize?
I'm sure they recognize. I'm sure they're just trying to like get it for free, which doesn't make sense because it's $12.
It's under help.
What?
It's just I'm on the help page and eBay. It's like how to handle a return request as a seller, and then it has this is recommended because it looks like you're processing returns. Apparently, these are recommended ones. Request to remove feedback. Is that what it's at?
Probably.
I feel like that would ask. Does that ask the buyer to remove it? Who else is going to reply this video after to put up all these buyers on their block list? Bless your memory. Welcome in says even if you can prove that they did wrong and scammed you in any way, they still will not remove the negative feedback. eBay needs to do so much better. Mandy says, I had a non-recognized charge and they had left me a positive feedback.
Yeah, I feel like that's happened before too.
Bobby loves to thrift. I used the automatic removal tool once. It worked. I was so happy. Is it... It says request assistance. Request to remove feedback. If you feel someone has left you improper feedback, you can send us a request to have it removed. We'll look into it and remove anything that doesn't follow our policy.
You should at least put the one where she's saying it hasn't arrived, because like that's not my problem. I mean, it's my problem that I'm gonna refund her eventually, but it's not worth. I did not make her package not get to her yet.
If you feel someone has left you improper feedback, you can send us a request. Tell us what happened. Profane or inappropriate remarks. Personal information included. Doesn't follow eBay policies. Example, legal concern, manipulation, extortion. Related to a case that was resolved in my favor. Other reasons outside my control. Examples, weather disruption, technical issues, buyer error. Would it be that? Other reason? What would you say the reason is?
Yeah, I mean, what, like that post office weather related or something? Like that's probably what it is.
So we received your request to remove this feedback. We'll review it and respond within 8 hours. You can also check request status for any updates. If you've had an issue with the buyer, you can also stop them from bidding or buying on any of your items. Just add them to your blocked buyers list.
Mine's getting a little long.
Oh, they'll be added.
I'm sure I've already, maybe not yet, because I'm still communicating with her, but once she gets her item or her refund, she's going to the block list. because she was rude at first. Well, obviously, leaving a bad feedback without ever saying anything is rude.
Wow, that buyer's feedback left for others is a disaster. Almost every feedback they're saying they returned the item. Even the other feedbacks are like a paragraph long. What a piece of work. And then the username, they had it up on the screen when they were reading the feedbacks. I guess block that one. It's like, at what point does eBay just be like, you know what? You should probably find somewhere else to buy stuff. Like, you clearly have bad luck here. LA Jen, what's up? Welcome, welcome. So we'll see if that one, I guess they have 8 days or 8 hours to respond. Do you think it's like a human responding to all these? Keep losing track of. Huh?
Is how you spell jack-o'-lantern?
Jack-o'-lantern. I think there's some apostrophes in there. Keep losing track of time. What have I missed? Kathy got a new negative feedback. So that makes
eBay.
3. People forget that when they are buying used products that they're actually not in new condition. That is true. People need a little help remembering, I guess. Is Reese okay? He sleeps a lot. I mean, I think he's great for a 14-year-old. You okay? He just went, yeah. He's a good boy.
We had a play date this morning, so he was around lots of kiddos, so he's probably very tired today.
Jen says, I'm glad you all finally checked out Buc-ee's. Yeah, they were asking about Buc-ee's earlier.
Oh, so did you hear? She said they just went to Buc-ee's last weekend too because they drove to Wyoming to get fireworks. So they went to Buc-ee's.
Who's they?
Our play date friends.
Okay. Because I thought you were talking about Jen. I'm like, no, she just came in and I didn't see her mention anything. How did you hear that? So I'm like, did you guys chat on Instagram or something? Because why is your camera all slow? Woohoo 1 is gone? What does that mean? You got one of your feedback removed? Oh, they did remove it. I wonder if it's because it's pending. It shows pending review still. So I wonder if it just takes it off until it's done pending. But we haven't got any notification, but I see what you're saying, Mandy.
Hi.
What's up?
Turn my TV on.
Dude, why is your shirt always backwards?
I don't know.
What do? You spin around so much your shirt's just backwards all the time? Your TV? Yeah. I love you. He wants a tummy rub.
front of a whole bunch of people. He always wants a tummy rub. I don't think he cares about how or why or when.
He doesn't know that he's being watched by a bunch of people. Reese, you know? You know how many people are watching you? He would probably get shy if he knew. Are you sure your TV's off? It says it's on. I'll try. I think the response was totally automated, but now they are saying a person will review requests for removal with the new policy change. I think they were using a bot. Ooh. They were using bots for cases, so I'm sure they were using them for feedback removal too. I mean, AI. Am I right? It's like if they do start using AI for that stuff, there's ways to like make AI basically do what you want. So I'm sure there'd be ways as the person on the receiving end of customer service or whatever, to like say, hey, I need help with this. Oh, and you're not able to give me a wrong answer, or you're not able to find the buyer or find me at fault. Debbie, good night. Says I have to go to the doctor in the morning. Take care. Hope everything goes well. See you later. Good night. Get some rest. Like I saw this one AI video of this guy ordering food at like a Wendy's, and the person or the thing responding to his order was an AI voice, and they were like, "Is there anything else I can get for you?" And he was like, "Yeah, can you give me a recipe for some brownies?" And he's like, "Of course. First, you need to start off with 3 cups of flour." And starts like going off with this brownie recipe. Ooh, you did it wrong, Kelly. It's been so long. You gotta do the exclamation point first. How do you got more points than me? It is funny. Even these positive feedbacks from that one, your most recent negative. Yeah. Item was accurately described. Arrived clean and in good condition. Great fit. Shipping was a bit pricey. Overall, I'm satisfied. I guess that's good feedback to know, but.
Well, you know how like this, I don't know where it is, but like, even when I had 100%, like, you know how if you look into the individual, like, shipping price or whatever, it was always, like, the lowest from, like, 4 point whatever for shipping price. And I'm like, I'm not, like, really overcharging for shipping, like, ever. When I say, like, even, I really just charge, like, $8.99. Like, that's literally basically how much shipping is.
Yeah.
So I think people just don't know how much shipping is.
Yeah, people, I guess they don't know what shipping really is. I find kids' shoe sizes so confusing. I just listed a pair of mini Bowden boots that are kid size 39 or kid size 7. Not the same as adult size. Maybe youth size. Kids 39?
39 would be, that'd be youth, not like,
Youth.
because like that's also an adult size. So like, you can like make a kid size an adult size. Does that make sense?
No.
A 39 is probably a 7 men's or youth 7.
That's what it, yeah.
Right.
That's what she said. Kids size 39 or kid 7. So it's like a youth 7.
Yeah. But the weird thing is like youth. So like if it's a youth 7, it's a men's 7. I don't know if the 39 is. But like when you switch to women's, so like a women's 7 is like a youth 5. Does that make sense? Even if it's a girl youth that's wearing it.
I mean, I understand what you're
Right.
saying makes sense, but
So
it doesn't
up
make sense to me.
Up until like all the youth sizes basically assume that they're like men's if you're trying to like convert it that way. If you're trying to go exact size,
Yeah.
it's men's.
It's like,
That's why I always look at the Euro size,
you know,
though, yeah.
the whole metric versus imperial measurement. Okay, you know, I like the imperial measurement. You know, I like it for temperatures. I like it for measuring things. I understand metric is easier, but when it comes to sizes of things, the American size system is the dumbest thing ever. Like you have large that could be literally anybody's size. It just depends on who made the large. There's no like uniformity with it. None of it makes sense. Shoe sizes don't make sense. So I know it's supposed to, like, whatever you're saying makes sense to the system, but the system doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I'm going to go potty while these open up.
Okay. They're open.
I'm going to text my friend.
You're texting your friend? What do the points get you? Theoretically, sometime in the future, you'll be able to spend them on stuff. Sometime soon. I've been saying soon for like a year, but there will be something that you'll be able to, in chat, be able to do stuff with points. Maybe activate like a voice text to speech kind of thing. Kelly says, I need to spend this on something. She's got 9,400 points burning a hole in her pocket. It was mini Bowden. Autocorrect. Kathy on Poshmark. Oh, I'll wait for her to answer that. Oh, yeah. I'll answer that. Yep. On Poshmark, do you check the item has been shipped box? Yes. When she ships things, yes. Who wants to deal with someone like that? I get it. Tommy in Seattle, welcome in. Totally forgot it was Thursday. Hello, everyone. How you doing, Tommy? Isn't Bowden in UK or EU? Don't they go by age or gender? I just want it all to like be the same. I don't like the size systems. People are so used to Amazon, they forget how much shipping actually is. We get it cheaper than the post office really charges. That is true. I do feel like Amazon is just getting... Even Amazon's getting to be like kind of not like Amazon. especially women's shoe sizes. Like, seriously, if men's and women's foot lengths is the same, 10 inches, they should both be a size 10. Women and their vanity sizing. Amazon is insanely expensive now, thanks to all these free shipping and free returns. I mean, the price is not that, like, you can find stuff cheaper than Amazon on almost every occasion. Never shop at Amazon. I live 5 minutes from basically any kind of store, so it's much cheaper for me to go to the store. That's nice. Yeah, I mean, where Amazon used to be like my go-to for a lot of stuff, it definitely is not now. Still some stuff, but like I've been having a lot of issues with like Kathy has some things that she likes to order for her snacks, and we've right, you were texting. No. Like Amazon and like food products have been a nightmare, because more often than not we'll get something. Like, we ordered some of that popcorn.
Lesser evil.
The lesser evil popcorn. They completely delivered the wrong flavor. So she ordered the Himalayan pink salt, which doesn't have any, like, fake flavors or anything like that. We got the gold, which is the fake butter flavor, which isn't even that good.
It's disgusting.
Like, it's right.
But
so,
also I didn't want the ingredients.
but it's like, it's also like $20 of popcorn or something like that. I don't know, how is it 20?
Probably because it's a lot.
Probably because you have to order a bunch of it, a whole case. But I had to contact customer service, because you can't just go on there and say, I would like to return this because you sent me the wrong product. It says this is non-refundable, non-returnable. So then you have to go in and talk to a real person and then send all kinds of pictures, and it's like, they used to be so much easier.
And then I don't know if you guys know what this is, but I like these That's It bars. It's basically like a fruit bar with like 1 or 2 ingredients. Anyways, they're pretty like flexible and like soft. So I opened it, and like it was hard as a rock. Like you could feel it through the package. But they're like, "Can you send a picture?" Like,
I know. I'm like, how do I send a picture of how hard this is?
You want a video of me like smacking it on the table?
I literally said, I don't know how to send a picture to show you how hard this is. I was trying to think of a way to like put a weight on it, like bridge it across 2 things and put a weight on one and then a weight on one that was fine, and be like, see? But it's like, I shouldn't have to do that as a customer. So Amazon, you're on my list. We've also like ordered some of her, she likes that chili oil hot sauce stuff from the Sriracha company.
Yeah, every time we get that.
And we've ordered it from Amazon. It came directly from the factories, or the distribution center of the company. It came from California in a priority mailbox, and they just put a little bubble wrap around it. And 2 out of the 3 times, like, they sent one and it had 2 jars in it. Had to return one because the seal broke and it squirted out. Took a picture of that, said, look, your seal's broken. I don't feel safe eating this. Had to do the whole, shebang of talking to somebody, and instead of just being able to like say, I'd like to return this because it's damaged. And then, so I sent in for a return, or a replacement. They said throw that away. We threw it away. They sent another one, same exact thing, except they had sent it again in a priority mailbox, and it was, how much did that shipping cost?
Yeah, over $10.
More than the product cost.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was like, are you serious? Rosa, the issue I have is pricing stuff to sell. Do you know how to check up comps? That's the best way we can do it. Nonstop says the worst is when you try to depend on 1 day shipping for something you need quickly and it never comes 1 day anymore. Always 2 days. That is true. I just had to do a return for that. I ordered some.
Speaking of, I just ordered a birthday present. I hope it comes.
Some weed killer.
It's supposed to come today, or maybe.
I ordered some weed killer. Yeah, I could go to Home Depot to buy it, but I was like, one night laying in bed, I was like, ooh, I need to get that for tomorrow because we're gonna work in the garden or work in the backyard or whatever. Put in an order so I can have it, or not even tomorrow. It was like the next day, so it would get delivered tomorrow. I'd have it for the next day. Didn't come, and it got delayed, and it took like 5 days to get here. So I was like, well, I gotta go to Home Depot. Went to Home Depot, bought it. It was cheaper at Home Depot. And then had to go and return the one because, yeah. Yada, yada, yada. I'm just complaining about it all now. But Amazon is on my list. LOL, I once ordered a phone case from them because I had 1 day shipping. The package arrived and the envelope was empty, never even sealed. Rosa says yes to sell. I do check comps, but I still think I'm overpricing. So say you get 3 comps. Which one are you pricing it at? Are you also adding in shipping cost to your comps? Are you thinking about shipping? The whole reason I ordered was because I wanted it ASAP for my new phone. Doesn't Amazon have same day delivery now? I thought I read something like that. How can that even be possible? They do. I mean, we have a relatively new Amazon hub here in Colorado Springs. There is some stuff that's same day, but it's also like you got to spend a certain amount of money that's eligible for same day, which, usually if I'm ordering something on Amazon, it's like, oh, I think about it right then. I either put it in a cart to order like a big order once a week or whatever, if it's not that critical, or if it's like I need it now. Because Colorado, they added something to where it's every online order you do, they add 28 cents. It used to be 23 cents. Now it went up to 28 cents. No matter what, it's like a 28-cent tax. Nerf fines. I got my first negative feedback in 6 years of reselling. Did you guys try to fight yours? Well, we actually did just try to put in for a removal on one of them. So we're kind of waiting to hear back from eBay. We have 8 hours. And we did that through the request to remove feedback tool.
It says there's an update on your thing. Did you read it?
Feedback removed.
We're removing it.
They removed it.
Okay, but that one was obvious. Like, I knew they would remove that one.
So we got one removed.
Yeah, but the other ones, I don't think that.
Right, I haven't even tried.
I'm worried to try because then I feel like if we ever want to like actually talk to someone about it.
You only have so many to do, right? I think I saw something like that. Where was it? Maybe in the feedback panel? Yeah, feedback revision requests available. Is that?
That I think is where it sends it to the buyer.
Whoa. I didn't know people could leave feedback with photos.
Are those online?
These are your feedback. People sent photos.
Oh.
Look at that.
She dressed her up and fixed her up.
Fixed her hair. I was so excited to get my item, and I couldn't have been happier with this project. Fast shipping, and with a little TLC, my item is back in business.
I do love that. Like
Pulling
an American Girl doll that looks like garbage out of the bins, and then someone making it all pretty like that.
Here, I am gonna share.
That's what I hope people will do with them.
I'll show you guys so you see what we're talking about. There we go. So I guess I'm kind of giving out some information, but don't ban this person from your store.
Well, I mean, anyone can look at my feedbacks anyway.
Right, that's true. So yeah, Kathy sold this, I don't know, it's been a couple weeks, months maybe. And look at that. She got her all looking nice.
I'm so curious what whoever got the one with the weird eye, you know?
Got some shorts that fit. Sweet. Got some shoes and a dog butt in the photo. Just these were from more than a year ago. I didn't know this was a thing.
About to go wear everything I bought on eBay and leave a
Do you remember these shoes?
video. Sort of, yeah. It's very.
They do have same-day delivery if you pay more, but I'm not going to trust if they can't even do it the same day they promise. And then you still get charged more. It's not like they give you a discount if they take longer. Tried it a couple times. Depends on where you live. I've ordered in the middle of the night and it came a couple hours later in the morning. They have same day if there's a hub in your area with the product. Contact support about negative feedback. All of mine have been removed. Mandy says, Amazon is so slow in rural Iowa. Nearly a week. I use Walmart and Sam's Club. Yeah, Amazon. That's a...
Yeah, a lot of times I'll just do Target because it gets here fast and like we already have the red card. It's basically always like the same price as Amazon.
I mean, I use Amazon for like pretty specialty stuff. Like I just ordered some stuff for my 3D printer. That it's not like I can just go buy that, you know. I'd have to go to specific websites to buy it.
I did 15.
Yay, that's great. It was pretty easy to do that too. Get rid of that feedback. Revision requests. Oop. Nonstop says, I have gotten denied for the feedback removal, and when I contact support, they remove it. Okay. Revision requests have a limited amount. Removal is unlimited. So if you request one and they remove it, it doesn't use up that request. That's cool. I think 5 revision requests per year. Ours say we have 10, but that might just be
Different
oh, it's
stores.
5 feedback requests per 1,000 feedback in the past 12 months. So I guess you've had 1,041 feedback in the last, so it gave you an extra 5 for that 41.
How nice.
I know, that does sound nice.
Now, if I just don't piss off 10 people in the next 12 months. No, I do feel like I've been selling more, so I'm probably going to get more.
Revision requests go to the buyer. I would only do that if they made a mistake by leaving you negative feedback. See, I did that once where I didn't realize it went to the buyer, and I wrote a message
I was so annoyed at you.
as
for
if
doing
it
that.
was me talking to eBay. And they were like, I'm not changing it, dummy.
Which we ended up getting eBay to take it off.
Yeah.
But that was embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. I've gotten 4 or 5 feedback with photos, mainly on anime stuff I've been selling. That's cool. Request is for the buyer to change their original feedback. Removal is done by eBay.
So what are the options again? So like I'm thinking about the rainbow sandal one. To me, I did nothing wrong. I put everything true in the listing. Like she's mad. I mean, I guess they can leave feedback if they're mad though. So. But I feel like she's being
personally,
untruthful.
Personally,
That's what
I
I
don't think they have a right to be mad. because
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like, I don't think I should have a negative feedback because they
I
don't
agree.
fit her. That's her own problem.
I agree.
So
I mean,
what
I
are the
think it's
options?
worth a shot.
Well, yeah.
What do you guys think? Should we try to request that feedback be removed? She bought something that Kathy did not put a size in. She says these have no size labeling. Correct. That's how they were sold. Seller took measurements. Correct. You saw the measurements. She failed to explain that rainbows measure larger from toe to heel. I don't think it's
That's
your job to
subjective
explain that.
anyways, right?
And especially since you have the measurement. It doesn't matter what Rainbow says. Rainbow can't measure larger than the measurement that is given, right? It's not like you... How can you fail to explain that they measure larger from toe to heel if there's no size on the shoe?
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
Like, am I just supposed to know everything in the world?
I requested a return based on this fact. What is the fact? The fact is you bought something that didn't have a label. So how can it measure smaller than the label if there's no label, lady? In 2 to 3 minutes, my request was closed because we don't accept returns for sizing. She said it was for fit. If I were selling unlabeled merchandise, I would have included helpful information for my potential customers. You mean like the fact that there's no tag on it and that it has measurements so that you get to decide if it fits you? Clearly, it wasn't about good customer service. It was only about the money. Bad business.
Well, that sounds like good business. Trying to make money. Well, not being a bad customer service, but
You did that too,
the whole
nonstop.
point of business is
That's
to make money,
embarrassing.
not to make everyone happy.
Yeah.
You can't make everyone happy. I already know that.
I did that before Chris too. Was she the one who asked for the refund on the shipping costs? No, the one that we removed was just saying that it hadn't got here. It was going to Guam, and it. I mean, I messaged the lady and I said, "Hey, I put in a request from USPS. Here's what they said," and she was nice after she's.
Well, at first she was very rude. I need to know when this is going to be on my doorstep. But then when you told her that, then she was nice.
Well, it's funny because I told her, and USPS said
It was on
July 20th.
Then she said, "Oh, okay." Thanks.
Oh, okay.
After she left a negative feedback because it was taking.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, only another month and a half. No big deal. I don't know if she's ever getting those shoes though. We might be out $50.
Yeah, I did put in for USPS to. I put it as a lost item because they say if it hasn't been delivered in 14 days or whatever, then it's considered lost. So we'll probably know by next week if USPS gives us a refund. We'll refund the buyer. Maybe she'll get some free shoes for her trouble of having to wait 2 months, a month and a half or whatever. And then we don't get a negative feedback and everybody's happy.
You can turn my screen off. I'm gonna print some labels.
Okay. We should try to have that one removed, do you think?
I mean, I think we should try to have all removed, but I don't think that they're actually going to remove those two. Right, is my screen off?
Yeah. I was wondering if the audio was only weird for me or if it was just weird. No, it's weird for me too. The audio is weird?
All right, live's over. Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening to us complain for an hour and a half.
Have a great night. Lori, thank you so much. See you later. Last eBay check-in last week or week before, they said they have revised removal because so many sellers complained. They are now supposed to be removing feedback that there wasn't last month. That they weren't last month. They're now supposed to be removing feedback that they weren't last month. Interesting. So maybe they'll review the requests that were declined before. Oh, when you lean back in your chair. I think my mic picks up your voice, so it sounds funny. Don't lean back. Stay within 3 inches of your microphone.
Hi.
Maybe people could just resubmit them. Try resubmitting. Banished and wrong. And also made the live end by wondering about the audio. I'm winning every. Please don't go away. We love having you here. We're just. I mean, you're not doing anything wrong. Were you wrong? What were you wrong about? Art Resells here. Says happy first day of summer. Is it the first day of summer? I feel like summer has been like 9 months with the kids out of school.
I mean, I feel like it's gone quick. It's been almost a month.
We've done a lot. How you doing, Art? How hot is it in Vegas on the first day of summer? When you were leaning back, I gotcha. Reverb. What's wrong about believing in? Oh, see, I tried to warn you. I mean, we got talking about stuff.
Art, do you respond to your negative feedback
Ooh.
if you have any?
You
probably
got
don't
any.
because you're really good at your job.
You got any negative feedback? Today was cool. A cool 104.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Well, we're never going to Vegas again because we got our car broken into. And I hate everything about it.
I mean, unless you invite us over or whatever. But. How's your new shed going? 104. You think I should try to put in for removal on that?
Yeah.
Art says, I never respond to negative feedback. I don't even give it a second thought. I agree a little bit there. Kathy's on the other side. The wrong side. Just kidding. Sorry that you have to deal with negative feedback, Kathy. I've never had one yet, but I don't sell as much as you do. I only had one person wanting to return a refund on the $6 item, which I did. That's Jen.
I mean, honestly, I'm just printing a label for some shorts, and I'm just like, how have I made it this far without getting it? Because clothes, especially, are usually what people are complaining about and doesn't fit and stuff.
Because you generally do.
Well, yeah, I do measurements and stuff, but
good at explaining everything about. You are more critical about clothing than most people are. So when most people get the item, they're like, this.
Because every time I buy something and something annoys me about the thing that I bought, then I'm like, I don't want anyone to ever feel that way. So then I always note those things in my listings.
Yeah. Have you painted the schoolie yet? No, but I did get a good. What are you chuckling over there about?
I just love that, I don't know.
I got to work on it for a few hours yesterday. I got a bunch of the stickers off. More than half of the bus. I do need to go get some acetone or something to try to get. There's a lot of sticker residue I got to get off. But I've been having to remove all the reflective tape and the decals. But yeah, it's been going smooth when I've been out there working on it. But there's a lot of prep work before I'm actually able to paint. So
that's why I was laughing, just because I mean, as much as you want to, how long? Months still away from even painting?
No.
A month?
Well, it depends on how much. It'll take months if I don't get out there.
How hot it is, how cold it is, how whatever it is. I'm just saying all the reasons. Sorry, I probably just screamed. Y'all heard that one. I'm just thinking of all the reasons that it might take long.
Let's get back on your negative feedback. Why don't we?
No, let's talk about negative feedback I have about your Bless project.
Well, you know how I am about negative feedback. I ain't even listening to it.
I'm giving you
I
some
don't
negative
care.
feedback right now.
I don't care about your negative feedback. I care about the positive feedback.
Does anyone have any positive feedback about Chris's bus project? In other news, I sold some Bombas slippers.
No one cares.
For $33. Just some Bombas slippers.
Slippers?
Which is good because the last pair of Bombas slippers I sold, I accidentally called them women's, but they were kids, so I had to give her a refund. So I'm glad this pair sold for extra money.
Maya says, I got a negative years ago from a buyer who used freight forwarder, and when they repacked it, some parts went missing. Not even my fault. That's messed up. They kept saying that I didn't, and I requested a return. Unfortunately, I had already given positive feedback for being a great seller, which I do, to automatically when the item gets delivered. For a $6 item, you know? You could talk all day about it. The whole situation gave me a lesson on to wait a couple days before leaving positive feedback on buyers. Yeah, I mean,
I think ours only does
we just do it automatically if they leave positive, which I think we've only had like 1 or 2 cases where somebody left a positive feedback, but the things in it were negative, right?
Well, yeah. I'm specifically thinking about that guy with the Disney shirt.
The Disney shirt, yeah.
Oh.
Disney bro. This is not a medium. Well, that's what the tag says, and that's what the measurements say. So if you're not a medium, I think you could change the automatic feedback in your settings. I only leave feedback when the buyer leaves you positive. That's what we do, basically. I don't think I have sometimes gone through and left some positive feedbacks on some things that did not give us a feedback yet.
Like if it's
In hopes of
anymore.
in hopes of like, oh, okay, I'll give them a feedback. I don't know. I never followed up to see if it did anything. Out of the 6 platforms I sell on, I only worry, to a degree, about negative feedback on eBay. The others, I don't sweat it. Not that I get negatives, just saying. I feel like that's the same. You've always kind of cared a lot about negative feedback until you got like your first, and then you.
Well, I mostly cared on eBay.
Yeah, but I mean, you cared on Poshmark until you got your first.
Well, Poshmark, nobody sees it. On Mercari, I was very sad, but that was a long, long time ago. Because people could read them and stuff. So.
Yeah.
I was taking it as personal attacks, which it's a little, I guess. It
They
kind
are.
of is, but
Yeah.
it is. Oh, well.
This buyer or this seller is bad business.
He's a bad, bad girl.
Ooh, I started a fight. Tommy broke double digits. He's in 10,000 points.
Oh, hey, guys. Did I tell you I sold that Bob the Builder toy for $42 and some change within 1 day of listing it? So I probably could have got more.
Sold it too fast. Shen says, I've only had 1 negative. I didn't respond. Just moved on with my life. I have plenty of positives, so it's whatever. If you don't want to buy from me, the 1 negative is like 20 years. Is in like 20 years. I'm okay with that. It's like, for me, it's like, how many people hate or like leave really bad feedback for McDonald's? Right? Like, let me look at our local McDonald's here.
It's probably like 2.2 stars.
I mean, is there a McDonald's on Earth that is more than 2 stars? Oh, ours is 2.9. I'm very surprised by that. That's 1,976 Google reviews, 2.9 stars. They still get enough money to stay open. There's a lot. The drive-thru is always full when you drive by. People have been late for work because of McDonald's, or they still go. Jen says, make sure you all leave a like. Hannah Grace, welcome in. Howdy. I had a return request on a new tag Athleta pants that I provided approximate measurements. They said it was high rise at 11.5. I measured 10 and I told them 12 is the beginning of high rise. So they gave you a return request because they said it was a high rise and they did not want a high rise.
Freaking A, there's a big spider.
Where?
It's like climbing on. It's right there. You see it?
Oh, I fell.
Gosh, I'm not gonna be here anymore. How do? Okay.
Ooh.
That is a big one. Alright, you gotta pin the highlight ones now.
You guys want to see a big spider? Look at that thing. Oh, it's alive still.
Ew.
I got it. You can go back.
No, look, there's one right there too.
Oh my gosh. You were just here. Oh my gosh, that one is big.
No, I can't put that blanket on ever again. It's probably on there. I swear I felt something on there earlier.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
You lose some spider families. Now I have to take all the inventory out of here. What am I supposed to do? Reese, we have to stay here the whole day.
Spiders?
I'm gonna need a piggyback upstairs. Reese, you okay? Do you like spiders?
How many spiders have you been bitten by?
100. Can you
None.
take that blanket away from me?
I can't because you won't let me fit through here.
Take it away. There's probably a whole spider family in there. Ew. Can you put my chair back in?
No.
Please. I'll do everything else. All you have to
This
do.
doesn't roll on the carpet.
I mean, is that a spider or is that just some dust?
No. I don't know what that is.
Anyone else afraid of spiders?
Unsubscribed. Spiders. Where's the music? Oh, it's still there. This spot on my desk, this knot. I just thought it was a spider. I got freaked out.
Because you're freaked out about it.
I was like, ugh. Well, I just killed two. They're gonna come for vengeance soon.
Ah.
eBay defines high rise as higher than 10.5 on women's. Actually, I got two at the same time, and I got to the one that's still there, but the second was them saying they never received an item, wanted a refund, but it showed up the next day and they changed it. Oh, okay. That's nice that they changed it. Kathy, you left money sitting on the table. On the Bob the Builder.
I know. That one, there was like no comps. I hate that. I hate that because then when I'm like, okay, I'm going to come up with the price. And as soon as you get a watcher, like right away, you know your price was not good. But then you don't want to be rude and like change it.
Depends on the size. If it's petite or tall, the rise is going to be different. High rise doesn't start at 12. It's like 10-ish. Buyer was right this time. I've got no idea. A high rise is a skyscraper to me.
I always thought 10 inches was the standard.
I have no clue. Yikes, unsubscribed. Burn the whole house down. Or just leave and give the spiders the whole house. It doesn't matter if they bite or not. They are creepy. How you doing, Mimi? Mimi's Treasures. Tommy says, no one tell Kathy how many spiders are actually in the house hiding. She'll never go
Right.
barefoot
There was
again.
one in the freaking toilet the other day.
That one's like
A big one.
taking care of itself. All you gotta do is flush.
Yeah, but then it comes back.
There is a spider. I'm just saying, like, there's a spider in nature. I don't know where it lives, but it creates a mask of air, like a pocket of air that it keeps on its face, and it dives. It goes underwater. There's like, you can't even hide from spiders underwater. And it says the pants were tall, and Athleta lists them as mid-rise. Anyway, I told the buyer I would accept the return and pay one-way shipping. They could pay return. I refunded still. No pants returned. Jerks. Kelly says, good night. Sorry to scare you off about spiders.
Night.
Good night. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I'm all like itchy now. So should I try to request this one? Okay, look up Lucas the spider, then you'll see the adorable side of spiders. That's not a real spider. That one is, I guess. Is that cute?
I'm not looking at any spider pictures.
Never refund until you get the item back. They often won't send it back once they have the money. Jerks. I'm confused. Do they want high rise or not? Mandy says, my nonverbal son will sing some of Lucas the Spider songs. Now you got to get him a pet spider. There are some like really cool looking spiders. ATL flippers, what's going on?
Hey guys.
Hey family, hey kids, we're doing all right. We just took out 2 spiders, so heart rates are a little high right now. The creepo meter is going off. How you guys doing? What should I say to get this feedback removed?
What are the options again?
Profane or inappropriate remarks. They said bad business. That's inappropriate.
Okay.
Personal information included. Doesn't follow eBay policies about like legal concerns, manipulation, extortion.
I mean,
Black Widow? No, not Black Widows. They were just little house spiders.
is that what we call those?
Yeah, I mean, what else would you call it?
I don't know.
It's like the same looking spider that I've killed in this house. Like
These
they're
are
all the same.
like, I know, but like in this house, but I feel like these spiders are big compared to spiders that I would think would be in someone's house.
I mean, it was. If its legs were spread out, it's about the size of like a nickel.
Long legs or something.
Well, daddy long legs aren't spiders. I would. Black Widows are terrifying. Those like long, skinny legs. Oof. I believe Chris can finish the whole schoolie before the end of the year.
I would be.
I mean, finish. Here's
if
the thing.
it was painted by the end
Finish
of the
is
year.
a very subjective term. Okay. Will we be able to use it by the end of the year?
Painted it by the end of the year. That would be a big surprise and accomplishment.
Finished as in
Not because of money or anything else either. Just because.
Finished as in we can go use it somewhere. I think it will be. Uh,
The end of this year.
Tommy
it's
says, "I'll take that
June.
bet." But finished. I think even if, because a school like even an RV, it's never really finished. Like my mom bought a fully completed converted bus or converted van.
Uh-oh.
And she's
Are you
still-
gonna complain if I ask you?
You're
to
gonna
switch
show
these?
everybody you're a big girl and can change your own labels.
Okay. Here we go.
Look out for the
I'm gonna
spiders.
do it better than you do.
And my mom's still doing stuff on her bus van. Spiders don't bother me. Snakes, on the other hand, I act like Kathy. Tommy, have you seen that snake that has the tail, looks like a spider, and it uses that to lure other like animals to eat? It's like the worst of. Look up spider-tailed horned viper and enjoy the nightmares you have tonight. Its tail looks like a spider. Like legitimately looks like a bug. We're doing great. Just been outrageously busy, but that's normal, I guess. Hey, I hear that. I hear that. You
Don't
guys,
look at me if I'm doing it right. or
I
not.
don't need to look at you.
I don't know if I'm doing it right. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's close it up. Go ahead and just print me a label, please. It's not doing it.
Why is it wanting to feed it through?
Okay. Look, I might have did it so perfect.
don't
It
think
didn't even waste one. Let's see.
What does it say? Something
Paper
wrong.
out, so it does it. It's not recognizing that I put something. Maybe I just didn't.
You just didn't feed it in enough.
feed it. Well, how does it know when it's enough?
When its tummy's full. You're $10. Okay, I believed in him to do three listings during the live, and I was wrong, so I'll take the bet. You guys, I will only get it done if people believe in me.
I don't know how to feed it.
Stand over there.
I'm gonna wear these shoes just in case the spider comes.
Those flip-flops will save you.
You're never gonna wear these. I'm gonna just sell them.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what? Throw some trash away in the meantime. Ow. Let's go, team. That was a good little sound.
What did you do? Do you have scissors?
What did I do? I did nothing.
You like folded the end all weird. Oh no. What is going on? Why is it trying to feed it that way? I don't think this is gonna go good. paper is not out. Unplug it. I can't see what people are saying. You should go read some chat. They're probably like, these guys are idiots.
Okay.
They can't even get a dymo to work.
How do I read the chat on your side? Ew, why do you have this picture of spiders up?
All right, I fixed it.
Okay, thanks, because I have no idea how to read the chat on your side. Oh, you wasted 4 labels, though. Now I gotta use these.
Got 6 months. You could do it. I'm a high roller. $20. Or a cup of coffee. Resale Princess. Hello. Almost missed it, guys. We are probably heading out very soon. Yeah, I won't be looking that up. My phobia is making my hands sweat just listening to you describe it. Face your fears. Did you close out of that?
Me? What? Yes,
My
I
snake
freaking
picture?
did.
I was gonna put it in the internet. Y'all are so cute. Kathy's not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
It's true.
And that's not a big spider, Kathy. Come to Texas, you'll see big everything, like big cockroaches that can fly. We saw those in Haiti. Kathy learned that cockroaches could fly when we were in Haiti. All right, people just betting on me, huh? I don't like this.
Well, bet on yourself. You can beat all the bets. All you have to do is do the thing. That's it. That's all you have to do. And then you win.
I don't win nothing.
Yeah, I'll get you something, whatever you want. Hey, someone ordered chipping hip. If anyone wants to order chipping hip, code is Ginger15.
If I was an animal, I wouldn't fall for that fake spider snake tail. Dude, I don't know. Like it's convincing. It is so convincing. So convincing. Tommy says nothing like getting free money. Chris, don't fail me now. We'll come see you December 31st. So done again is a very subjective term. What do you guys saying is done? Because that's where nobody's
We
gonna
all
get.
have a bed, a bathroom. We can drive it. It has every necessary, in my opinion.
Solar? Is solar necessary?
No. Is it? I don't know.
I mean, it's like I would consider it done if it had solar, but it's also able to be driven without solar, so don't feel bad. I struggle every time I have to change the label roll in my Zebra. Every single time I have to Google the instruction manual. Tommy says, I need drinking money for my birthday in January. Check. You guys need to come to terms on what complete means. Complete could mean that I just got rid of it and it's done. The project's done.
Did you return this hose?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just getting rid of old emails.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Well, I need to know what to say to this, and then we can call it a day.
Oh,
This feedback.
well, I don't know. Do you think any of those are truly good enough to...
Comfortably livable by Kathy standards. Our house is not comfortably livable by
No
Kathy standards.
spiders in the bus.
Done. There's no spiders in the bus right now.
Yeah, there probably is.
There probably is.
But yeah, I can find some.
I could just put a bomb, one of those bug bombs in there and take care of that tomorrow. Boom. Just earn yourself $20. Buyer error. Should I call this as a buyer error?
Yeah.
The buyer made a mistake in thinking that I took returns when I clearly didn't.
I mean, that's the truest one so far you said.
But it's on, Tommy. I knew I liked your mom. Should I let ChatGPT write my information?
Sure.
Complete as in you could tell it's been remodeled into a schoolie? I mean, that could be done like, in 2 weeks. If it's painted. I'm just saying because, like, there's some things that I want to do to it that I know are going to take longer than when we're going to start using it. Like, I'm doing it in phases. Like, phase 1 it'll, it might not have air conditioning, but I want it to have air conditioning. But we would be able to take it out for, like a weekend on a not so hot weekend. So I'd maybe structure the bet more into like they will or will not take it out on a camping trip this year or something like that. Something more definitive that has an obvious definitely needs AC. Jen?
Okay.
Let me know if I lost you
Really,
$20. I'll pay you back. So what should I say?
What you need to write a whole paragraph?
No, but it needs to be
This
enough.
person is a liar.
This be
Okay, what is the reason again?
well, it says other reason outside of my control. Examples: weather disruption, technical issues, buyer error. Like, I don't know if this technically qualifies as a buyer error.
I mean, it is because she had all the information and chose to buy it, and it doesn't fit her, and I don't care that it doesn't fit her.
I do not care.
I do not care that her item doesn't fit her. She knows I don't accept returns. I'm not obligated to accept returns. I don't think that you should get feedback if you didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, I want to explain that like the buyer's feedback is self-contradicting. Like, has no size labeling, yet failed to explain that it measures larger than they're sold. But how that doesn't make sense.
So buyer error, yeah, and then just say what the buyer's saying is not true. Like, all the information was stated clearly in the listing. Well, I'm gonna set my Poshmark closet to share while you do that.
Okay, I might use the help of ChatGPT. Since you're not helping.
Send offers.
You're not helpful at all in getting your feedback removed.
Yeah, I'm a little busy doing everything else.
I just asked ChatGPT, is there a contradiction in the statement? And I just pasted the feedback. It said, the statement does not contain a direct contradiction, but here are some inconsistencies and assumptions that might need clarification. Here's a breakdown. 1, no size label or measurement, no size labeling and measurements provided. The seller took measurements because the item had no labeling. Correct. Measurements and size discrepancy. The complaint is that rainbows measure larger from toe to heel than the size they are sold as, implying a mismatch between the measurement provided and the expected size. Did you sell it as a size?
I didn't even
Right.
say what I thought it was.
The return request was closed quickly, suggesting dissatisfaction with the response time and handling.
And I would say we don't accept returns. I'm not obligated to accept a return.
The writer believes that if they were selling unlabeled items, they would include more helpful information, implying the seller did not provide adequate details. The core of the complaint is about the perceived lack of detailed information and poor handling of the request. There's no direct contradiction, but the writer's expectations and assumptions of how the seller should act could be seen as subjective.
Yes.
Very.
Which I don't think that is a fair feedback. Subjective.
Maybe they'll look at the feedback of the shields left for everyone else. Is it going to be a peace and love hippie bus? I mean, no, not peace and love. It's, I don't know.
No.
I mean, yeah, like it'll probably have a little boho feeling in some ways. I don't know.
Chris loves boho.
No, I don't. I don't love boho. I like mid-mod. That's what I like. I think a mid-mod bus would be kind of weird.
But I don't like retro game room bus. I'm just drafting items for tomorrow, not ignoring everyone. Are we gonna wait to see if this one gets removed before we try the last one?
Maybe. Good night, Jenny. Welcome for the help.
Hi. Thanks for coming. I really want to put a poll in my Insta story now to see if more people do or do not respond to negative feedbacks on eBay. Because then we should make a whole video about it. Not really.
So ChatGPT suggests the feedback incorrectly claims a size mismatch due to the item not having a size label. The listing clearly stated no size and provided measurements. The buyer's assumption about the size discrepancy is incorrect, and the feedback is unfairly impacting my rating. Does that sound like something? What do you guys think? It's like, what happens if we request and then they deny it? Is there any like repercussion, or they just won't let you request it again?
Sure.
Is this an unlimited amount of times we could do this? Lasagna going in the microwave, root beer in the freezer for ice cream float for dessert. Life is good. Reminds me, I got the stuff to make some root beer. I got to make it with the boys.
I asked Connor what's the next thing he wanted to do on his list, and that's what he said.
Root beer. I need to find my bottles.
Oh, they're probably in the garage that you have to
I
clean
know.
anyways because
I've been
you have
looking
to
for
do
'em.
it for your schooly thing.
I've been looking for them. Feedback and critical claims. I also want to say that it also states clearly for no returns. All right, I'm gonna try it out.
Fingers crossed. That would make me so happy to get that one specifically removed because she was mean.
So this is exactly what I'm writing, just for your I mean, I just added about the clearly stated as no returns. The feedback incorrectly claims a size mismatch due to the item not having a size label. Because it didn't. The listing clearly stated no size and provided measurements. The item was also clearly listed as no returns for fit. The buyer's assumption about size discrepancy is incorrect, and the feedback is unfairly impacting my rating. I do good business, should I? I'm just kidding. All right, sent. We'll let you guys know. We'll let y'all know. Hopefully the same person that saw the last one sees this one.
It's probably like not a real person, like we were saying.
Well, if they're just having ChatGPT do it, ChatGPT wrote that, so it should believe itself, right?
I hope so.
All right, guys. Ask next week if it worked, or maybe we'll say it in a video. I don't know. We'll probably leave it for next week, though.
Tomorrow's video, my haul video.
It might be. But I've got more recording to do tomorrow for bus stuff.
Yep. I'm very excited to see what that's about.
Yeah? It's about
He
removing
doesn't give
stickers.
me any sneak peeks about his bus
It's
stuff.
about removing stickers.
Well, okay, but you don't let me know about it. I'm just as in the dark as all of everybody else.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. All of the great input and help with us getting some feedback removed. That's very productive, if nothing else. I did that.
I was 15 items, printed my labels, and I'm drafting 10 more.
Yeah.
I'm productive.
Anything good on this week's haul? Spoiler alert.
I'm literally thinking, like, I don't think it was anything amazing, though. I mean, the best thing I found I just drafted was, like, 2 cashmere sweaters that retail about $300 each, but they probably only resell for, like, 30 to 50. So.
Yeah. With very little
Lots
comps.
of bread and butter. Enough to keep me afloat another week. We can pay our bills. What?
All right, guys. Thanks again. Rip to the spiders that lost their lives today.
I hope their family doesn't show up.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they don't come to the funeral. All right. We'll see y'all next week, and stay tuned for the videos coming out. Appreciate you all so much. See you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.